Good morning. It is now 9 a.m. and the Read Your Face Off TBR thing is starting. I am going to get my breakfast. Yesterday when I made this, it tasted like dessert. And that's because I bought the wrong kind of, not yogurt, it's high protein, something called skyr. I don't know what it would be called in English, but I bought a vanilla one, so it's added with vanilla taste, so it's too sweet already, and that doesn't do well for my diet. But I will buy the regular one next time and then just add some vanilla if I wanted to. I didn't realize it would be so sweet. However, Readathon is starting, but I'm gonna get my breakfast first. I actually just, because I woke up a little early, made a page in my bullet journal for tracking my reading for the day. Hopefully I will stay updated with this every hour and see how much I read. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm gonna read today because I'm not like actively as participating in them as I've done before, but I want to read a lot of things, and yeah, I have some things to do at home, so I'll listen to the audio while I do that. Then I'm gonna go down to the city to buy a couple of things, and I'll listen to the audio then as well. And then I'm probably gonna go to my parents if the sun comes out. It's pretty shaded right now. I don't know what the deal is with that, but it's still really hot outside, so yeah. Because there's no wind and it's probably still already 23 degrees outside Celsius. However, I'm gonna get my breakfast now. I'm gonna watch a couple of YouTube videos and we'll see how much I get read for this first hour. Yeah, so decided to vlog it. Anyway, also plans for the day. Why do I always keep forgetting my book? I forgot my Born Wicked book at my parents' place yesterday. I never got around to read anything in it, but I didn't want to carry it to the hospital when we went to see my sister because it took space in my bag and stuff, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to read it there anyway. But I have started on Fortune's Pawn this morning, and I already sort of like it. I see, you know, when I first bought this, or when I first added it to my TBR, was when Lindsay Ray, an old booktuber who doesn't make videos anymore sadly, she was talking about this and how the main protagonist reminded her so much of Rose from the Vampire Academy, and I completely agree already. I feel like they're very similar characters, so I think I'm gonna really enjoy it. And yeah, I'm only 9 pages in, so that's what I read before I had to get up this morning. I woke up at 7, but then I decided to make some bullet journal spreads before I got breakfast. So that's what I gotta do now, eat breakfast, and I'll stay in tune, stay in touch. No, stay up. I'll check in later. Hi again, it is now 11:45, so the readathon has been going on for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I have just finished doing my dishes. And so now I am gonna go and down to the city. I have to get some things before the stores closes at 2. I mean, I have 2 hours. But I want to go down there now so I can get back here, maybe do some other things before I leave for my parents' house. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. I did manage to finish Descender Volume 3 by Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. This is one of my favorite graphic novel series. I love the art style. It's done in watercolor, so it's very fine, very pale colors. But I like how they do it, and I think that it works really, really well. And the storyline is very interesting. The only thing that I have of complaints in this, there was not a lot of Tim 21, which is my favorite character in this one. And there was a lot of backstory to some of the other characters, how they came to where they are now, how they changed and all of that. But the last section, which is with Driller and Scoop, Driller and Scoop, it was just a little long and dragging. It's just, but I guess I understand you need to figure out how they came about to be where they are now, and that was their short story. But I'm very much looking forward to reading on in volume 4. I haven't decided on a rating for this one yet. I'm doing a new sort of rating system where I am cutting it down to 6 different factors and then figuring out what the rating is compared to that. It's something new that I've been doing, but I think I'm gonna go a little differently when it comes to graphic novels, because you have to rate the artwork as well. But otherwise, for novels, I'm just going to do, it's something I have from Bookstagrammer on Instagram. She always shows her reviews in these bullet journal entries, and I think it looks like an interesting way of doing it, but she's not taking up too much space for it, and I think that's what I need. So it's called the Core Pile Review System. And so you just briefly mention how you find the characters, the atmosphere, the writing style, the plot, the intrigue, the logic, and the enjoyment. So you just decide how does it rate compared to that, and then you rate it from a scale from 1 to 10. And afterwards, then you divide it by 7, because there's 7 different categories. And then it determines the rating system. So if it gets between a 9 and a 10, it's a 5 stars. If it gets between 7 and 8.9, it's 4 stars. And if it gets between 4.6 and 6.9, it's 3 stars. If between 2.3 and a 4.5, it's 2 stars. And if between 1.1 and 2.2, it's a 1 star. So that way I will be able to possibly do this. So yeah, it probably also will change my ratings, because then I'll have to think a little bit more about why I rate the things that I do and how I rate them, and hopefully that will make me a more critical rater, because I sometimes feel very generous, but I don't mind being generous. I just want it to be the right rating compared to how I'm feeling towards other things. So that's definitely something that I was thinking about. So therefore I haven't rated this yet, because I haven't decided on my ratings for all of those different factors, but I will let you know when I'm with a wrap up by the end of the month, or maybe I'm gonna do something different as well, but we'll see about that. Yeah, this is my update for now. I'll see you later. Hello friends, it is now 1:30 and I haven't read very much else since last I've been downtown, but I didn't get the things that I wanted to. I was at the pharmacist to get a new prescription, but my doctor, for some reason last time, he said that he was gonna get me one for the next year, like for 6 times, like that, but he only renewed with 1, so now I can start on my next batch until I've talked to my doctor on Monday, which is weird. I did not expect to have to get in contact with him, so that's a little annoying. However, I'm just about to get some lunch, and as I said, I haven't read very much. I just browsed through the bookstores, and then I got an iced coffee, which I've already gone through, and I managed to listen to 30 minutes of audio time, and I read 39 pages in that time. So that's what I did. Now I'm gonna get some lunch and I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos alongside, and then I'm gonna leave for my parents' place. I'll try and post a picture of my lunch. I think I should have taken a bigger plate. I just wanted some greens on the side, and it went overboard a little bit. So if you're wondering, it's just 2 slices of rye bread, some salami, and roasted onion, and that's it. And then I've cut up some cucumbers into sticks or something, and then a couple of peppers, red peppers, just straight up paprika peppers. What are you calling them? Bell peppers? I don't know. This was not bell peppers. This was sweet snack peppers, whatever. And I'm just gonna eat that now and watch some YouTube videos alongside. So I'm currently at my parents' place, and I'm just pretty lonely because I know there's their neighbors outside, and it's kind of weird. But I just finished cleaning my car. Look how shiny it is now. I really hadn't cleaned my car in ages, like, but then with all of this nice weather, it's been really terrible. Now I'm gonna go to the garden and I'm gonna read some things. I'm really close to finishing Rusty Nail though. I only have about 45 minutes left of that audio and I'm enjoying it. But I'm not gonna listen right now. Now I'm gonna read in the garden. My sister is inside watching TV, so. Hi friends, it is now 10:30 almost, and I haven't read anything the last 3 hours at all. Actually I think 4 hours exactly, since we almost have past 10. Yeah, after we had dinner, which was great. I'll show a picture. It was a great steak with everything like on the barbecue. It was great, and yeah, I like sauce. I am from where I am, and in this part of the country, you eat a lot of that. Anyway, so much so that my mom said, oh, maybe we should have the salad in a bowl on the side, because that way there's more room for the steak, since it took up so much space and all of that. But I still wanted my salad on my plate, and my dad knew that it was because then some of the whiskey sauce would be part of my dressing for the salad, because I don't really eat dressing normally, but I like that. And I said to my dad, but it would look weird if I took the sauce and put that on my salad. Like specifically. Anyway, off topic. After that, then I was going to be reading a little bit, but then there was a final football match before the World Cup starts next weekend. And we won 2-0 against Mexico, so that was a pretty decent, okay match. I didn't see majority of it, because then halfway through the first half, we had my aunt and uncle on an impromptu visit, because they were on a bicycle ride on the new part of the highway that is opening in September. So they took a bicycle ride, and on the midway it was at my parents' place, so they came by and said hi and had some water and just a break from the bicycles, and then they were gonna go back later. And so now the football match is over, so I went home, and now it's 10:30. So yeah, I have read a total of 65 pages in Born Wicked, which I'm very much enjoying so far. It's interesting. I feel like the main character is pretty great. I think this is a historical... Is it a historical set, or is it just... I don't know if it's specifically set any time. But it definitely feels like an 1800, 1700s setting, because there's a lot of troubles with witches, and the way that the women are supposed to act a certain way is kind of a lot like the 1800s. So I'm feeling like it's an historical set one, but I'm not sure, because I don't think it's set anywhere. And they're talking about Dubai as being a place with where they have opportunities. The women, they are allowed to do things, which I also found a little weird, but interesting. but I'm enjoying it so far. It follows a girl who lost her mother, who was also a witch, and she's a witch, and she has to hide that she is a witch. No one is allowed to know, because that will be catastrophic, because witches, if people find out you're a witch, then you're killed. And so not a lot has happened yet, but the main character has to find a suitable husband within the next couple of months, otherwise she'll be sent to this home, and no one really wants to do that. So before she's 17, she has to find a husband and be married, otherwise, yeah. So that's interesting. Yeah, I'm liking it. I like the writing, and I think it's gonna be a pretty interesting read. Oops, my pen fell down. Otherwise, I have listened to, as I said, the majority of Rusty Nail. I just need the last 45 minutes, so I don't know if I'll listen to that this evening and finish it, or if I'm gonna do something else and read more in Born Wicked. We'll see. Maybe I'll even pick up Saga, another graphic novel. I'm not sure what I feel like right now. It's really hot up here. I really should get a fan or something to have in the living room if it continues over the summer to be this nice, because I'm not complaining about the fact that we have nice weather. I just need to be able to read, and I need to be able to relax in my apartment as well sometimes. So yeah, and I need to be able to sleep better. Anyway, this was my update for now. I will let you know this tomorrow morning whether I've read something more. I usually don't sleep very long, but it depends a lot on how late I go to bed tonight, how much I'm gonna read tomorrow, so we'll see. Hi guys, so this is the final update of the Read Your Face Off for June. I didn't end up reading as much as I wanted to, but I did manage to finish some things, and I ended up reading Descender, Volume 3, which I enjoyed a lot. And I also ended up finished Saga Volume 7, which I've also enjoyed. I read 110 pages in Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood, which I enjoyed a lot as well. Like, it's really, really good so far. I have a feeling that I'm really gonna enjoy this book as a whole. And I read almost the last bit of Rusty Nailed. Like, I was at 60% when I started reading yesterday, and I have 45 minutes left, so I presume I'm around 96%, so 35% or something. Anyway, otherwise I haven't read a lot. Otherwise I haven't read anything, so it totals to 490 pages, and I read a total of 6.23 hours. And if I divide the number of pages, I have approximately been reading 20 pages an hour, so not a whole lot, considering 2 of them were graphic novels. However, hopefully next time will be better. Yeah, you never really know how these 24-hour thing is gonna go, but it was fun participating, and I did get through some things, and hopefully I will get through more of this today. It's definitely one I'm enjoying. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Bye bye.